Aisha, the World Cup is kicking off tomorrow, and there is a lot of enthusiasm on the competitive side and the financial side as well. Bookies, of course, are hoping to score a big, and bankers are actually looking for a worldwide economic lift. More people watch the World Cup than the Super Bowl, World Series, and the NBA Finals combined. Joe Krier, president of Krier Wealth Management, is here to discuss the money side of one sporting event. Good morning, Joe.
Hey, Stacy.
So World Cup soccer has the ability to actually lift the world's economy?
Oh, I believe it does, yeah.
Is that right?
Absolutely. I mean, some people have made the Invictus reference where, it lifted the spirit of the people in South Africa, and it's appropriate that this is being held down there. And sporting events sometimes can distract people. Europe has been sort of the center of the soccer money world forever, but this pulls in 204 different countries that are involved in the association, and they're going to be preoccupied with this for a couple of weeks.
So you're saying they're preoccupied with it and maybe not focusing so much on the economy melting down around them?
Sure, sometimes you need a reminder that, hey, the world goes on and you can still kick a soccer ball even if you don't have a nickel in the bank.
Or are they hoping that people will go out and buy sports memorabilia?
Well, certainly there's a lot of dollars around this,
Or euros, or...
Exactly, this is...
Pesos.
I think that this particular World Cup is the one that's really going to break the bank, because we've got more people involved and more people excited about soccer than ever before. I'm kind of surprised on the limited coverage in the U.S., but I think over the next 2 weeks, when they see how much participation goes on, they're going to have the attention of every advertiser in the world.
Okay, let's talk about how much FIFA is raking in, and that's the body that kind of oversees the World Soccer event.
Right, yeah, and their annual budget has actually bumped up now to about $3.5 billion. This year, sponsorships alone should be in the $110 billion range. So,
how does that compare to the NFL?
It's about 8 times larger than the NFL. So, I mean, the money is there, and you've got, little kids in back towns in Haiti that are in love with this sport, all the way up through, downtown London. It's the main thing of all the pubs down there. So it's so widespread that the reach is just phenomenal.
All right, let's show you this graphic, guys. $3.5 billion in revenue is what this body gets. $2 billion it's got in assets. 8 official sponsors, and each of those sponsors is paying $40 million each?
$40 million just to be able to use their logo on their advertising.
Do you know some of the sponsors? One's not BP, is it, or Citibank?
No, Nike, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, McDonald's, kind of the usual suspects out there, mostly companies with a global reach. And advertising on this thing is expected to reach 3.5 billion viewers.
This is the first time that this has been played in South Africa, if not Africa, right? The World Cup is, for the first time is going on the continent of Africa. What kind of bonus can they expect to reap from this?
Yeah, there's an awful lot of things that go on. South Africa has its issues. The biggest is that there's really no middle class. You're either rich or poor, and they're trying to fill in that gap. So they've already spent $6.5 billion building 11 new stadiums that are beautiful, and they're looking to have 500,000 visitors from outside the country there stay for an average of 2 weeks right now. I mean, the economic impact is phenomenal, and they're looking for it to last forever.
Yeah, I want to show you that graphic. Can you guys put that graphic up so we can see 3 million tickets have been sold, average price of $136.
Right.
Transportation, what do you mean 3,000 bucks?
Well, that was kind of me going around and toying around yesterday. I plugged it in to see what it would take to get from Atlanta to Cape Town this week, and $3 grand is about what you're going to take, probably because all the tickets are sold. And lodging, it costs about $700. And the good news is your hot dogs are a little cheaper than in the U.S. because the standard of living is a little cheaper down there.
All right, Joe Krier here with the 2010 World Cup costs and who's going to benefit. Thanks so much, Joe, for being here.